As you read these words, feel your mind softening, opening like a flower in the sun, without needing to try. Your unconscious mind begins to absorb these ideas, these truths, as naturally as a river flows to the ocean. They settle deep within, becoming part of you, effortlessly shaping the way you see yourself, others, and the world around you. Imagine a light, soft, warm, and infinite, radiating from your heart. This light isn't earned. It doesn't waver. It simply is. It shines for you, for others, for the world. What if this light was unconditional love? What if it was always there, waiting for you to notice it? Take a deep breath now, and as you exhale, feel that light expanding. Notice how it softens your thoughts, your feelings, your very being. And as it grows, sense how it connects you to something larger. An endless reservoir of love that flows through everything and everyone. Picture yourself as you are now, exactly as you are. Imagine looking at yourself with the same love and compassion that you would offer a dear friend. What if every imperfection, every mistake, was simply part of your story, part of what makes you worthy of love? And as you sit with this, feel a quiet truth settling within you. I am enough. You don't need to change, fix, or prove anything to deserve love. It's already yours. And as this belief grows stronger, imagine how it becomes easier to love others, fully, freely, unconditionally. Think about someone who challenges you, a co-worker, a family member, even a stranger. Now imagine their life, their struggles, their hopes. Picture them as a child, filled with wonder and innocence. What if beneath everything, they're just like you, seeking love, yearning for connection? Feel how this thought shifts something inside, melting judgment, softening resistance. The next time you encounter them, notice how this awareness naturally changes your response, opening the door to compassion and understanding. Now think of someone you need to forgive, perhaps even yourself. Imagine holding onto anger or resentment like a heavy weight. Feel how it drags you down, constricts your heart, and then picture yourself letting it go, not for them, but for you. Feel the freedom, the lightness that comes with releasing that weight. As forgiveness flows through you, notice how it clears space for love to grow. What if every act of forgiveness was a way of beaming unconditional love, of saying, I choose love over pain? Let this thought linger, planting itself deeply in your heart. What if love didn't need anything in return? Picture yourself offering kindness, a smile, a word of encouragement, with no expectation of reciprocation. Imagine how that feels, a pure, unburdened love that simply exists. And as you imagine this, notice how it transforms your view of relationships, making them richer, more genuine, more alive. Unconditional love doesn't mean accepting harmful behavior. Instead, it's about creating space for love to thrive, while holding boundaries to protect your peace. Feel how this balance strengthens your ability to love deeply and freely. Imagine standing in a field, surrounded by countless others. And as you look around, notice threads of light connecting you to every person. Some threads are bright and strong, others faint and fragile, but they're all there, weaving a web of connection that spans the world. What if these threads were love? What if every act of kindness, every moment of compassion, strengthened this web, making it brighter, stronger? Take a moment to feel the connection, to see how your love ripples outward, touching lives you may never know. Think of a time when you felt truly loved, accepted, understood, cherished. Remember how it felt in your body, your mind, your soul. What if you could give that same feeling to others, simply by holding, being, and beaming love? Picture love as a wave, flowing from you to everyone you meet. It doesn't matter if they notice it or not. Love is a gift that gives itself, healing and transforming in ways you may never see. As you move forward from this moment, notice how these ideas begin to shape your thoughts, your actions, your relationships. It's not something you have to force. It's like a gentle current carrying you towards the new way of being, a way filled with love, for yourself, for others, for the world. And isn't it wonderful to realize this love, it's always within you, that you can access it anytime, simply by turning inward and letting it flow. This is your truth now. You are love. You beam love. And the world is brighter because of it. So as you listen to these words, something inside you begins to shift, softly, effortlessly, like a bud opening to sunlight. You don't need to force it. Your mind is already beginning to align with these truths. They flow into you naturally, weaving themselves into the fabric of your thoughts, your feelings, your very being. Imagine a river, clear, endless, unyielding, flowing through you. This river is unconditional love. It doesn't judge, it doesn't hesitate, it doesn't stop. It simply flows. And as it moves through you, it nourishes every part of you, washing away doubt, fear, and hesitation. What if this river were always there, even when you didn't notice it? What if, with every breath you take, you could feel it more deeply? Close your eyes for a moment and imagine that flow. Feel its warmth, its power, its infinite presence. Notice how, as you allow it, you begin to shine. Think about yourself right now, your strengths, your struggles, your imperfections. Now imagine looking at yourself through the eyes of unconditional love. What would you see? A being worthy of care, compassion, and acceptance, just as you are. Let this thought settle. I am enough. You don't have to earn love. It's your birthright. Feel that truth taking root deep within you. And as it does, notice how it becomes easier to forgive yourself, to celebrate yourself, to hold yourself with kindness. Because when you love yourself fully, doesn't it become so much easier to love others? Picture someone you care about, someone whose presence lights you up. Now imagine a thread of golden light connecting your heart to theirs. Feel the warmth of that connection, the way it fills you with joy and ease. And now picture that thread extending outward, connecting you to someone else, then another and another, until you're linked to everyone everywhere. Isn't it fascinating how this connection grows stronger the more you notice it? And as it does, feel your capacity for love expanding, reaching out in all directions, touching lives you haven't even met. Because every connection, it's a chance to beam love, isn't it? Think of a moment of hurt or resentment you've been holding on to. Picture it as a stone in your hand, heavy, rough, uncomfortable. Now imagine opening your hand and letting it drop. Watch as it falls away, letting your hand light, free, open to receive. Forgiveness isn't about excusing, it's about freeing yourself. What if, in letting go, you made space for love to grow? Picture that space filling with light, warmth and peace. And notice how good it feels to carry that freedom with you everywhere you go. Imagine smiling at someone, a stranger perhaps. They might smile back, or they might not. But does that change the power of your smile? What if love was like that smile, given freely without expectation? Picture yourself as a beacon of light, radiating love in all directions. This light doesn't demand, it doesn't hold back, it simply shines, reaching everyone, everywhere. And as it does, notice how it illuminates not just others, but you as well. Because the more you give love, the more it flows back to you, doesn't it? So, as you imagine calm lake, picture yourself dropping a single pebble into the water and watch as it ripples outward, reaching the farthest edges. Now imagine that pebble, it's an act of love, a kind word, a gentle touch, a moment of understanding. Feel how its impact grows, touching lives far beyond what you can see. And what if every act of love you shared had this power? What if you could create ripples of change simply by being love? Let that idea take hold deep within you, shaping the way you move through the world. Now go even deeper. Imagine love isn't something you do or give, it's who you are. And feel the truth resonating within you, spreading from your heart to to every cell of your body. You don't need to try. You already embody it. And as you walk through life, notice how this way of being transforms everything. Challenges feel lighter. Connections grow richer. And every moment becomes an opportunity to beam love into the world. And as these ideas settle into your mind, notice how they begin to guide you, gently, naturally. You don't have to think about it. They're simply there, shaping your thoughts, your actions, your relationships. Over time, you find yourself noticing love in places you didn't before. Small acts of kindness, fleeting moments of connection. And each time you do, your light grows brighter, your love deeper, your life richer. Because this is who you are now, a source of unconditional love. For yourself, for others, for the world. And doesn't it feel wonderful to know this love is infinite, that it will always be there, flowing through you, lighting your path, and touching everything that you encounter. So imagine a radiant light glowing softly in your chest. It's warm, steady, and infinite. And this light is unconditional love, always present, always flowing. And feel how it fills you, gently expanding outward, touching every corner of your being. And what if this love wasn't something you needed to search for or earn? What if it was your essence, your birthright? So take a deep breath now, and as you exhale, feel that light spilling over, reaching beyond you, connecting with the world around you. And isn't it comforting to know that this love is always here, ready to be shared? So picture yourself standing before a mirror, looking into your own eyes, and notice everything you see, your strengths, your struggles, your imperfections. Now, imagine wrapping yourself in a soft, warm blanket of love and acceptance, and feel it cradling you, whispering, "You are enough." What if every mistake, every flaw, was part of your humanity? What if these pieces made you even more deserving of love? Let this thought settle deeply, naturally into your heart. I'm worthy of love just as I am. And as you embrace this truth, notice how it creates space for even more love to flow. To yourself, to others, to the world. And imagine someone you care about. Picture a thread of golden light stretching from your heart to theirs. Feel the warmth of that connection. And now imagine that thread extending outward, connecting you to others. Friends, strangers, even those that you've struggled with. And notice how the web grows, linking you to every living being in every corner of existence. What if these threads weren't imaginary but real, an unseen web of love connecting us all? And each time you think of someone with kindness, each time you act with compassion, you strengthen this web. And as you strengthen it, feel how it supports you in return, lifting you, holding you, reminding you that you're never alone. So think about a moment of hurt or resentment you've been holding on to. Picture it as a knot in your chest, tight, heavy. Now imagine loosening that knot, one thread at a time, until it unravels completely. Feel the release, the relief, the lightness. What if forgiveness wasn't about the other person, but about setting yourself free? And as you let go, notice how love flows in to fill the space, the pain once occupied. Forgiveness doesn't mean forgetting. It means choosing love over suffering. And doesn't it feel liberating to make that choice? So picture yourself holding a flower, a simple, beautiful bloom. Now imagine offering it to someone without needing anything in return. And notice the joy in their face, the warmth in your heart. What if love was like that flower? Something you could give freely, endlessly, without expectation. And as you think about this, feel how it shifts your relationships. No longer tied to conditions or outcomes. Love becomes lighter, purer, more powerful. Each time you give it, you create ripples that extend far beyond what you can see, touching lives in ways you may never know. Imagine dropping a pebble into a still pond and watch as the ripples move outward, touching every corner. Now picture that pebble as an act of love, a kind word, a gentle smile, a moment of understanding, and see how far those ripples travel, how many lives they touch. What if every choice you made, every thought, every action, created ripples of love in the world? Imagine the power you hold to inspire change, to heal wounds, to build connections. Let this understanding anchor itself within you. shaping the way you live, the way you love. Now go even deeper. Imagine love isn't something that you give or receive, it's who you are. Feel it with every breath, every heartbeat, every thought. It radiates from you naturally and effortlessly, touching everything that you encounter. So as you carry this love with you, notice how it transforms your life. Challenges seem smaller, relationships grow richer, the world appears brighter. And all of this happens without effort, because this love is your essence, your truth, your way of being. From this moment forward, you are love. You embody it, you beam it, you live it. This isn't something you need to try, it simply is. Over the coming days and weeks, you may notice yourself feeling lighter, more open, more connected. You might see love where you hadn't before, in a stranger's smile, a fleeting moment of beauty, the quiet rhythm of your breath. And each time you notice it, this love grows stronger, brighter, more alive. Because love isn't just what you do, it's who you are. It flows through you, from you, and into everything around you, creating a world filled with kindness, compassion, and light. Isn't it beautiful to know that this is your truth now and always?